Today we got a potpourri of things going on around the homestead and things to tell you guys, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm back on the farm in this video. I got done with all the shows that I shot up on the Table Rock when I took my hike up there. I hope you guys enjoyed that series. Right now I'm heading down the driveway. I've got to go put these little memory cards in the trail cams because I want to see if there's any deer crossing my land, because I still want to be able to hunt some. So for now, let's just go down here to the trail cams and get those charged. Where did I put them? Huh. I gotta find my trail cams. I don't remember where I put them. Hey, this trail cam is stolen. It's gone. Something got on the trail cam and took it. I wonder where it went. Okay, something stole that trail cam. The strap is, look at that, the strap is toast. Okay, so the trail cam was carried away by a creature. I don't know where it went. That's odd. That's disappointing to know that I lost a trail cam. It got carried away by a creature, I guess. That's interesting. Don't know where it went. Oh, there's a deer right there. Look at that. So we'll just stick the chip in this trail cam and see what we can find. And let's go see if we can find that other trail cam. That's disappointing. Oh, duh. I forgot I moved it. It's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my my chip in there. Turn it on. Batteries are still good. Right, there you go. So we had one good rain about a week ago, and it came in, rained for a couple of days, saturated everything, but then we had some wind yesterday, dried everything out, and they had lowered the fire danger down to the lowest setting, and it got dried out. And the winds came through yesterday, and we had all those fires that had been going for the last 2-3 months around the area pretty much suppressed, but the winds whipped them up and blew some of the fires out of control. So the Klondike fire was just declared to be a conflagration yesterday, and this is October 15th. My son got called to the fire line, so I had to get up at 4 a.m. this morning and take Jeremy down and deliver him to the outfit so he can get on the truck and go, and he's going to be spending the next 2 weeks on the fire line fighting these ravaging forest fires. I'm not sure for which fire he's on. There's a big fire that is burning over in Klamath Falls. There's the Klondike fire, which is causing evacuation right now for the community of Agnes, and where I dropped him off was just up the road from Agnes. So it's pretty iffy. So they raised the fire danger level again. And from what I understand, there's another fire in Redding, California, north, and they're having to evacuate a neighborhood with that one. So this has got to be the longest fire season I can ever remember. Yeah, we need some more rain. In addition to all this homesteading stuff we got going on, my old laptop computer, the power cord has a loose connection on the motherboard, so I have to open that up and do some soldering to hopefully salvage the connection on that and salvage that old laptop. And the new laptop is working great. It's rendering the videos just fine without any problems because it is a 64-bit operating system with a 12 gigabyte memory, and the old one only has 3 gigabyte memory with a 32-bit operating system. So it's working out well. And we also got my mother-in-law's stuff all moved out from her shed that she was renting downtown and got it moved up here to her shed that we assembled up here on the homestead. So that's done. Time to move forward with more projects. And this is October 15th, 2018, and next month is November in about 15 days. And I decided this year I'm going to go ahead and try and do that no shave November. So I'm getting a head start. I just went ahead and quit shaving because the money we save on shaving, we're doing a no shave November at work, and we're going to take the money and donate it to the American Cancer Society. And so that's what No Shave November is going to be about. So we're going to see how fuzzy I get. I have a hard time growing beards. I'm going to give it my best shot this year. And I had to wrap the fifth wheel because I noticed some leaks during the rainstorm, so I went ahead and put a tarp over it to protect it this winter. And next year I'll go ahead and get on there and try to find out where the leaks are and get up there with some caulk and get it all caulked up. But right now I have to get the extra battery out of here because when we evacuated from the wildfires, I went and took the battery from the barn, so I don't have light up in the barn. And with this going into fall, the days are getting shorter, and I have to go up and do my chores in the dark in the winter months, or in the short light period months. So I'm going to go ahead and put this battery back on the barn. I won't need it on the RV, and that way I have light to see what I'm doing with up there. Okay. Now this was just an extra battery. I still have the primary battery in here, which is a new battery, and it's just sitting there idle right now. I do have the trailer plugged into shore power, so it'll keep it charged because I have the solar panels covered up with tarp, so they're not effective right now. So I have my resource pile right there. So another project I have to get done this week is building a couple of shelters for the sows, because they're going to be having babies in the next month or two, and they need that shelter to be able to make their nests in and go have their babies. So let's get this on the barn so I can have light up here. I also have to work on getting things cleaned up around here and getting it ready for winter. Okay. Okay, it's hooked up. And I got the solar panel working. Actually, the solar panel's not on yet. I gotta plug this fuse in to connect the solar panel. Okay, now that's working. And this is working. And let's turn the lights on. Oh, we got light. Better. Now I can see what I'm doing in here. And I think what I'm going to do, I have a couple of projects. I still need to go out and purchase 3 sheets of plywood for the loft. And put in 2 more stud or joists to support the loft. I also need to put up my jerry-rigged rack hay lift system and buy the 2 or 3 2x10s, 8-foot 2x10s that I'm gonna build my ship ladder out of so I can access up here into the loft. And then I've got to build the stalls and then still build the doors on the outside here and put the slider rails on that. And that's what I have left to do on the barn, plus put the little trim pieces in to trim it out and seal it up a little bit. I do have some details left to do on the barn besides the loft, the inside stall area, the ship's ladder, and I need to install the lighting underneath over the stall area, and I also need to install lighting over the back porch area. Once I get the doors and the lighting all done, finish off the trim, and then I have to find a new porch light to hang out over the front and jerry-rig that, because I'm going to fabricate something special with that also. The pigs are right now in the back paddock area that I had set up for them. I had locked them away in there for a while, but the weather started getting colder, and so they started taking refuge underneath the barn. So I went through some straw down there so they can get in there and have something warmer to sleep on. But I do have to think about building some structures they call farrowing pens, so that the sows can go in there, lay down, have their babies in their own quiet privacy, and keep the boars separated from them. That way the babies and mama aren't going to be bothered by that little boar. He's a little rambunctious brat. He's quite skittish and doesn't like to be touched or doesn't want to get anybody getting near him. I don't know what his problem is, because I just don't bother with him. The girls, they'll come right up to me and let me scratch their backs and their ears for the most part. But I don't know, they seem happy. We've got acorns falling all over the place, and they'll go off chasing acorns as they fall. So they're pretty safe in here. They seem to be well fed and happy because they're getting fat. Even the little boar's getting fat from all the acorns, and the girls are fat because I'm hoping they're just fat because they're pregnant, because that little guy got out and impregnated them before his time. So we'll see. I also have to think about getting rid of these cages. This is my old rabbitry. One of the cages I built, 2 of the cages were given to me, so I'm going to clean those up and just list them on Craigslist, and maybe try to get enough to get a couple of bags of rabbit feed for the trouble. Like I said, I do have some cleaning up and a bit of repair to do, and take advantage of the nice warm temperatures during the daytime here on the homestead way up in the mountains. Finances have gotten a bit better here too on the homestead, so I plan to swap out all my bee boxes and get those ready for next spring. because I plan to go out and find some swarms and restock these from swarm catches. This will also give me a chance to get out here and kind of redo things a little bit in the bee yard. My poles in the ground have settled and they're leaning a little bit, so I'm gonna try to get that all reconfigured and yeah, get my bee yard straightened up a little bit. A couple of nights ago I came out here to get some eggs. I lifted this up and there was a skunk in the egg box. I don't know how that sucker got in. I found out how eventually how it got in. Got in through a little gap there in the chicken run. But I have a hen here on an egg right now, or getting ready to lay an egg. But that skunk, I had to raise the that little gangplank for the chickens. Now they have to fly up and down to get in and out. And it makes it harder for that skunk to get in and out until I can get that hole repaired. Well, that's the its and ands and what fors going on the homestead here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Thank you guys for joining me on this really nice October afternoon. It's said to be getting into the 80s today, so I have a lot of work I want to get done. And also I want to pull some planks out of there and put them up in the greenhouse and add some shelves. And I want to be able to put some these Tonka trucks in the shelves and get them out of the weather. Speaking of the greenhouse, I have to get in there and get the windows open to get some ventilation in, because I can see the thermometer from here. It's 100 degrees in there and I don't want the plants to wilt too bad. I'm Jerry Hansen, your host here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this little adventure and just letting you know what's been going on here at the homestead and what we've got planned for this week. Stay tuned for more videos. You could do that by subscribing, give me a thumbs up. It helps our channel. Also sharing our show on other platforms really helps our channel out greatly. Leave a comment. I like reading your comments, and don't forget I am having that contest. I am giving away a free laptop computer. To compete for that, watch as many videos as you can and comment on those videos, because I'm going to calculate the winner on December 1st will be the announcement of who wins. The one who has the most comments, who viewed the most videos, will receive that free laptop computer. So you guys have a month and a half to do this in, so good luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.